Welcome again, Maxim here, and in this video I will show you the novelties that has been added to the game with the Duviri Paradox update. The story quest will be available after completing the new war and the Angels of the Zariman. In the Duviri quest, you will learn the Drifter's story. The quest itself will introduce you to a new open world. The gameplay on it is stylized on the roguelite system. During the quest, you will learn the new combat system, how to play missions on Duviri, and of course, you will meet new enemies. Bounties here are called spirals. Daytime on Duviri is divided into moods. Each of them lasts 2 hours, and is associated with a different modifier of damage dealt by opponents. In between matches or quests, you will choose one of the decrees. It is a form of modifier of a current mission. Each stage of the spiral, defeated group of enemies, found chest, or other additional activity gives you a new decree. You can check the active decree list by pressing the escape key on the right side of the screen. During each spiral, you will go to the Undercroft twice. Using the portal, you will move to the part of the mission where you use the Warframe selected earlier in the Teshin's cave. Throughout the storyline, you are given a basic choice: Excalibur, Mag, and Vault. Later, you will be able to choose one of your several Warframes. If you are a low-level player, you will have several predefined characters to choose from. You can also choose the mod's configuration, either automatic, something that the game will offer you from the mods you have, or those configurations that you already had created on a given Warframe. On top of that, you can also choose your primary, secondary, and melee weapons and their mod setups. With this stuff, you will complete 2 out of 6 stages of the spiral. Back to the topic of side activities. The default game mode on Duviri includes various activities: opening spontaneously found chests, feeding an underwater worm, horse racing, escorting animals, removing the void corruption from wild creatures. You will also come across minigames, a simple commie board game, or play on Shozin. You can also find the task of transferring power from 2 or 3 points to the place where the chest is. Some of the tasks, or a modified variant of them, can be a stage in a spiral. There will also be items scattered randomly on the map that hide pieces of the story. Collected fragments are in the Codex or in the new room in the Dormy Zone. On Duviri, the Drifter uses Teshin's Sun and Moon, dual katanas. In addition, he has the Sikoro, a pistol you already know from the new war. An important element is melee blocking. A proper block gives you the ability to perform a powerful attack on your opponent. This and other new mechanics are explained in the tutorial in the story quest. Drifter now has 4 skill trees: combat, riding, opportunity, and endurance. There are many useful skills here, such as more decrees to choose from, the ability to exchange them, horse upgrades, Duviri fast travel, a larger pool of warframes and weapons in the Teshin's cave, or overall greater combat stats of the Drifter, but also the Operator. There are perks that are active outside the Duviri too. You will also be able to summon Warframe in a part of the spiral with the Drifter through one of the inherences. You get intrinsic points from the spiral, side quests, and the Circiut. Each intrinsic level gives you 1500 mastery points, so all 4 skill trees will give you 60,000 points. In addition to the basic Sun and Moon, which you will receive after completing the quest, you can also find 4 new melee weapons in Teshin's cave: Siam, Azaphane, Idun, and Sampots. They can be purchased for a resource from the Oro Worm. And there's also a bow, Cinta, which can be obtained from Enigma puzzles. You can recognize them by the owl sitting on an object with 3 symbols. After solving the environmental puzzle, you'll have a chance to get Cinta part. Some of these puzzles are for 2 players and will only appear in a team matches. And from other novelties, there's a lot of new resources. Various types of plants, stones, and resources related to feeding underwater worm or oro worm. There's really a lot of it. After completing the story quest, you can play missions on Duviri in 3 different ways. You can start the missions from navigation, the icon in the upper right corner of the screen, or through the door in the Dormy Zone. Possible ways to play are Spiral itself, Spiral with side quests. At the end of the spiral you will find the local boss or a worm, and the third mode on Duviri is Circiut. In this mode you choose Warframe and weapons you want to play with, and then the game takes you to Endless mode. You will be transferred between missions that you already know from the story quest itself. With each zone, you will increase your circuit progress and unlock more rewards. In the basic mode, there will be, among others, blueprints for the character you choose at the start, arcanes, augment to this character, and weapon blueprints. By playing Circuit on the Steel Path, you will be able to get other items. At level 5 and 10, you will receive new item, Incarnon Genesis, which modifies selected weapons to Incarnon ones. You can evolve regular weapons into Incarnon at Cavalero on Zariman. The Duviri Paradox quest is now an alternate starting quest for the new Warframe players. Now they can choose whether to start playing the Warframe path with Vor's Prize or Paradox path on Duviri. Personally, I recommend a new quest. In my opinion, it introduces to the game better and gives nice possibilities on the start. Resources collected there can be exchanged for various types usable items, decorations or other resources at a special spot on the map on Duviri or in the Dormy Zone. Let's move on to the cosmetics. In the cave and in the Dormy Zone, you will find mirrors where you can edit the appearance. The Drifter now has an option of facial hair. In the cave you will also find your horse. There you can change its visual aspects, which you can expand with a pack of skins from the market. On the market you will also find new skins for Baruch and Wisp, Void Shell skins for Mesa and Limbo, plus some skins for the Operator, Warframe and various weapons, as well as new Tenogen skins. In the Teno Lab in the Dojo you can start new colors research, pigments obtained from frags units. In the Vent Kits room you will find 3 new arts for K-Drives. And there's also new Duviri stylized room. In addition, the game includes numerous modifications and visual improvements, as well as a lot of minor fixes. Full list of novelties and changes can be found in the description. And that's all in this video. What do you think about Duviri? Or maybe you have questions? The comment section is yours. As always, you can check my Twitch channel, link in the description. See you next time, bye.